We got a new bike in the mail. And some other stuff. I get a brand deal like this every single day. Every single day. And I'm not making this up. Every day. I get 1 to 3 requests from electric bike companies for me to, you know, review their bike on the channel. And I ignore every single one, even though a lot of them sometimes offer decent money. Velotric is the only brand that I still work with. There's a few others that I would consider, but they consistently make good stuff. I actually have no idea what the bike is that they sent me. We agreed to a deal and they just sent a bike. We're gonna unbox all this stuff and see what's inside of it, because I actually have no idea. Okay, I am as curious as you guys are as to what is in all of these boxes. I mean, some of them have it written Packer seat pad. So let's get started on unboxing all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in total, including the bike. So I was sent this deal and I accepted it sight unseen without even knowing what type of bike they're gonna send me, because Velotric has been one of our favorite brands to work with. They like what we make and the bikes are actually decent. When they hit me up, I said, you know what, send me what you got. Almost there. Great choice of bike, by the way. Winky face. Okay, what do we have here? Looks promising. This is definitely a platform of some sort. Helmet required. Rider minimum age 16. Pre-ride inspect. Ride with care. I should probably close the knife for now. Let's start getting some of these. Well, this is attached. Well, I guess let's just take it out, huh? I mean, this says rear basket, front basket. I take it it's a commuter bike. I mean, what do you guys think we're gonna see when we pull this thing out? Looks like it's teal blue. Let's find out. Let's get this thing open and get it out. Let's go ahead and pull that back. See, first off, the weight check. It is heavy. It is a big, heavy bike. Okay, this is gonna be a little difficult. Okay, yep, we're not getting it out that way. It is very well sealed. I'm gonna have to start taking the packaging out. Damn, this sucker's heavy. Oh my God. Oh, it's a big bike. This is definitely a two-man operation for anyone who buys this bike. Two people. Oh my God. Luckily I'm pretty strong, so I got it. Okay, looks like once you take the bike out, there's nothing else in the main box. There's 2 feet right here. Oh God. Okay, well, if looking at it from right here, I have no idea what this is supposed to look like still. It looks like a cargo bike, maybe, but it has a suspension and a mullet setup. It looks like it's a 24 and a 20 in the back. Maybe? I don't know. We got to start getting through the packaging to figure out what's going on here. This bike weighs about 70 pounds. It's not light. Okay, we're going to use the box as our bike stand. It came with a nice box though. I do want to say that. Velotric never fails with their packaging. Oh, it's super heavy, dude. Oh my God. Okay, we have a lot of packaging to get through. Looks like I need scissors for these. I could probably... Okay, yeah, let's get scissors. It's time to get this thing unwrapped. See how it actually looks. I mean, look at it. I don't know about you guys, but I can't tell how it actually is supposed to look. It's just a bunch of shapes. So let's go ahead and get all this packaging off. So Velotric definitely makes family-oriented commuter-style bikes. So that's pretty much what I'm expecting from this. Even not knowing exactly what they sent me, I have a pretty good idea of what they would potentially send me based on their brand. They don't really make anything that's like extreme. Nothing kind of like, you know, that thing right there. It's all more for commuters, people who need bikes to get to work, people who maybe don't ride bikes at all and want an e-bike. And I think they do a really good job of filling that market, which is way bigger of a crowd than you know, someone who's looking for something like that. So it's a smart lane that they're filling, and they have really good bikes. The little niche that they try to fill, in my opinion. Everyone's got their favorite e-bike brand now. The thing that's weird about these e-bikes is like the brands that make them are almost like car brands. You have people now who are dedicated to their brand of e-bike that they buy, and they think everything else sucks. Same thing with cars. Like someone who's like a BMW fan, they're gonna think like Audis are inferior or whatever. That's how it's become in the e-bike world too. It's kind of crazy. It's bound to happen based off of how absolutely massive the market for these bikes is nowadays. Everybody and their mom either has or is interested in an e-bike. We got a fender. So apparently the brand wants me to show all of these extra things on the bike. So we're gonna be here for a while putting all this on. Let's get started. Something like this though, I mean, come on, it's a fender. You know what this does. It goes over the wheel to protect dirt. I do not need that. One thing I would like to see in the future on these bikes is a little less packaging. It's just a waste. So much stuff that you have to get through. I mean, I get it, you know, it keeps the bike safe and packaged in transit, but like, God, look at this. I'm just gonna continue ripping through stuff as quickly as we can. The sun is setting today out here in Valencia. After we get it put together, we're gonna shoot down to North Hollywood, California. Trying to do a little bit of filming with it, just around the neighborhoods over there and see how it feels as a bicycle. But right now, we're just trying to put it together, which is gonna take a while. As we're starting to get all this crap off, it has the same design language as the first Velotric bike I reviewed, which was a fat tire e-bike. I think the electric bike market has started to shift away from the gigantic oversized fat tire e-bikes. There's really no point in having one of those. They're like for the sand. How many people take their e-bike to the sand? I mean, not that many. All right, we're almost done with the packaging. Looks like there's another box. This has got to be like the actual toolbox for the small assembly we have to do. Looks like we just have to do pedals, front wheel, handlebars. Hopefully that's it. Look at the beautiful packaging they have, though. I always give them props for that. Accessories, manual, tools, charger. Great. We'll get to that in a second. We just got to get this bike unpacked, man. There's so much packing. Ay. Let's try and get it up on its 2 feet. All right, we're starting to see the bike uncover itself. Almost done with this crazy amount of packaging. There we have the name of the bike, Packer. Lots of like paint masking tape, which is an interesting choice to protect the frame. Also don't know if this is like, is this supposed to be here? I genuinely cannot tell if this is protective. I guess it is supposed to be there because it's bolted in. This is straight up paint masking tape too, which is fascinating. I want to point this out. One thing I love about the Velotric bikes, they all work with Apple Find My, so they work seamlessly with your phone. The same way if you have an Apple AirTag or any other Apple device, a watch, a phone, your bike works in the app just like any of those would. So you could always keep tabs on where your bike is with Apple Find My. One of the best features of the Velotric bikes in my opinion. Super handy. I wish all bikes came with this. Amazing. We finally got it pretty much out of the box, and first off I want to say the color is actually fantastic. I wasn't sure about it when I was pulling it out, how the color would look or how the bike looks. The bike is definitely a cargo bike. That's how I'm gonna phrase it. This is for cargo. This is for if you do Uber Eats or Postmates or something like that, DoorDash. This is up your alley if you want something to get to the grocery store and back and not use your car. It also has a front basket, which we will put on, a rear basket, which we will put on, and passenger handrails and passenger footrest. So this could be a very interesting bike. I want to get everything together so we can see how it looks fully assembled, but that's going to take a while. So yeah, bear with me. All right, so we're going to dig into the box. Another example of Velotric's excellent packaging. One of my favorite things about this brand is that they just take the extra little bit of care in the presentation. So here's our manual and tool. Very clean. Don't need that though. Regular tool bag. This, on the other hand, is very standard in pretty much every electric bike you get. So we got this. Probably only need to use a couple of these. This box says accessories. Let's take a look at what's inside. This is the headlight and the dash. Like, we'll have to install the dash on our own. We won't need anything except for this. Lastly, we got our box with 2 plastic pedals. Thank God they started including plastic pedals and not metal ones. Nobody likes metal pedals anymore. They just destroy your legs if you have an accident. Plastic is the way to go. And of course, the charger. Put this green wire in here. We got 2 keys. Lovely. Let's get this front through axle off. Bam. Okay, we are almost finished with the main installation of the bike, as in to get it operational. And I gotta say, even though it is very simple, as always, I suggest you take your electric bike to the bike shop and have them do it if you have never assembled a bike yourself. But I do have to say, this one's very easy. You just do the handlebars, this display, which is all Allen keys, and you put the front wheel on and the pedals, and it looks like it's pretty much ready to ride. Now, I do have all these other accessories that they asked me to demonstrate the bike with, so we're gonna be here for a little while longer. Luckily, we still have sunlight, but this is how the base bike comes. When you take it out of the box, if you buy only the bike, this is what you get. Looks like a 24-inch wheel up front. Maybe that's a 26. That's a 26. Okay, this is the same size as my dirt jumper. 26 up front. That's a 20 in the back. So it is definitely a cargo bike style setup. You typically see that big front wheel, small rear wheel on commuter cargo bike. Aesthetically, the bike is good looking. The color is very nice. It doesn't look ugly, which is just it's hard to make a bike that looks good in this category of bikes that are made to carry and haul things. So they definitely did a good job there in not making it ugly. That is a accomplishment in its own. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. You have this storage right here, which is really cool. This comes built in from the jump. You have a storage area right here in the middle, and then you have this deck back here, which you could zip tie a milk crate to. If you had one of those, you could just zip tie it. I see that commonly done with these bikes, or you could have someone sit here. So we're gonna put together these accessories and then show you how it looks. This is really cool. I like this a lot. And then it also has a lock here if you want to set a lock for your storage if you have to keep your bike outside somewhere. Also very cool. All right, we have the first basket on. Opening up the rear basket, it looks much larger than this one. I have so many boxes to deal with after this. Oh, this is like a really nice basket actually. The front one is like you know, kind of like driving Miss Daisy, but this one, look at this. You can fit a person in there. This is pretty sick. Okay, so this is a rear basket. It has mounting points here that connect here, so it goes on like this. Dude, look at that. Front cargo space, rear cargo space, and we also have the passenger handrail, a footrest, and a Packer seat pad. I actually want to open this up. So clearly we have the handrail and the footrest. Self-explanatory what those are, but what is this? Seat pad. If you would rather have a passenger, you could put this seat pad, I take it, along with the footrest, which would go here. Mounting points. Go ahead and open up this box. Let's just get them all open. I don't know if I can install everything, but let's at least see what we got. This bike can be configured two ways. It can be for cargo front and rear, cargo front, passenger rear. No matter what, you're always gonna have cargo in the front, which is very nice. But I think the way that I would personally run it is with this big cargo on the back. Like, look at this. That looks more like the purpose of this bike to me. You could also have it set up for a passenger, but I mean, think about that. That is a lot of space to carry, you know, like whatever. Last thing we need to do is mount this, which looks like it should be easy to do, so let's do that right now. All right, so to get this rear cargo thing on, you have to first remove the actual liner of the cargo, and we're just gonna move it out of the way for now, and then we can easily mount. There you have it, a cargo machine. I do want to point out that the brand sent me another configuration to set it up for a rear passenger, but I don't have any friends, so I wouldn't be able to put someone in the back. Anyway, this bike does have two purposes. You can have storage in the front, a person in the rear, or double storage, which is how I personally would use this bike. I also want to point out that this bike, once again, works with Apple Find My. So I linked it with my phone. I don't want to show you it in my phone because that would leak my address, but it's super simple. You just go into the Find My app in your iPhone, you sync the bike up with Find My, and it's just like having an AirTag or an Apple Watch. It immediately shows you where your bike is at all times, which is by far one of the greatest features of any e-bike you can buy. I think it's the game changer, actually. It's so important to know, because these things are basically, people are shopping for them like cars now, right? And I mean, look at this. This has got most of the utility of a car right now. You got trunk space, a throttle. We're gonna take this thing to the Valley, North Hollywood right now. Stay tuned. All right, we are out here. This bike is pretty big. One thing that's kind of tripping me out is when you steer, the front basket stays in the same place, so it's kind of hypnotizing. We are gonna use throttle only. First thing I noticed, the throttle is so punchy, bro. We have it in max assist mode, and the second you hit the throttle, you just start going. Looks like the top speed is 20 miles an hour, which is a little bit slower than we'd like, but you know, for a bike like this, I don't know what really to expect. One thing to note is that you can feel the throttle is being limited, so this bike is definitely faster than what it's being limited to. It's just that, I'm sure for legal reasons or whatever, they won't let you go faster than 20 miles an hour. It's got front suspension, which is great. The bike is so cushy. I mean, as far as comfort wise, there's nothing to complain about. It's super nice. Hydraulic brakes, which are also really nice. The brakes work pretty well. We're gonna go to full speed right here, and we're gonna squeeze both brakes. All right, 20 miles an hour, let's go. Pretty decent stopping power, as good as you would need probably if you're in an emergency or something like that. This bike does feel pretty capable, I'm not gonna lie. It feels very I mean, it's a cargo bike. Look, we have the cargo in the back. I would love to carry some stuff, but the problem is I don't want to go inside anywhere out here in the valley. And plus, I mean, I don't really know where I take it. So you guys know me. I'm very particular about how the bike that I'm riding feels. See, that U-turn radius is pretty good. Another thing that I like about this is that it can be operated straight up moped style. You don't have to pedal this bike at all. You can throttle it everywhere. And in level 5 assist mode, the throttle is pretty punchy. Ooh, let's get going. We're out here in the valley, baby. I straight up look like a delivery person. So immediate use cases I would think of for this bike. Number one, we got a little bit of gang graffiti back here. Number one, obviously, is if you're a delivery person, you want to stop putting miles on your car, spend less in gas, stuff like that. If you're doing deliveries in a local area within like a 5 or 7 square mile radius, then this thing is a no-brainer. This thing will probably pay for itself in like a month doing deliveries. Second is if you just want something that can haul stuff around. If you want to save some money on gas, going to the grocery store, I don't know, something like that. Or, bro, look at this thing takes off. It kind of, I love how the throttle only feel is, bro. It's much punchier than I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be like slow to get going, but once you hit that throttle, you're out of here. So yeah, so delivery folks, replace your car for small errands around town like groceries. And the third would be, since you can have a basket and a person on the back, a beach cruiser. Like this thing would be the perfect thing to take to the beach. Have, I don't know, your kid on the back or your girl or whatever, I don't know, whoever you want to put back there. Sky's the limit, right? But you could have a person, an entire person in the back and stuff in the front. So I mean, it's clear that when this bike was designed, they had hauling things in mind, whether those things are people or actual things. That's what this bike excels at. and that's what it is made for. I want to give you guys a scale of how big it is. It is very large, as you can tell. Look, let's get a scale next to the car. It is about half the length of that Camry that just passed by, so it's pretty big. You stop noticing the fact that the front cart is constantly aligned pretty quickly. I thought it would bother me a lot more, but it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, I mean, I could stop somewhere and like put some stuff in the baskets so you guys can see, but I'm like, do I really need to do that? You guys, it's pretty obvious from just the look of it that it is going to be very good at carrying things around. I gotta say, that's what it feels like its primary purpose is. It's so quick that it's like, to carry someone in the back, I mean, they're they're gonna be in for a ride, man, because I am smashing around right now. I'm straight up dipping, so you would have to have a brave person to hop in the back. Oh my god, bro, this thing is kind of crazy. Why is this bike so fun? Oh dude, you can kind of shred it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I probably look like a psycho out here shredding this cargo bike. Oh my god. Dude, everything, hold on, wait, is everything still on the bike? Yeah, dude, this thing is solid, bro. This bike is extremely solid. You have so much space to carry stuff. Okay, I'm a fan. I gotta say, I'm a fan. Velotric does it again. First link in the description is where you will find this bike. I am a fan. If you gotta carry some stuff, I highly recommend it. I don't think it could go wrong. The Velotric Packer 1. So yeah, if you have any thoughts about the bike or questions, leave them in the comments. And that's it. As always, thank you for watching yet another video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.